Some people say that the Lorax speaks for the trees. But long before that mustache little guy, there was a real man who did, and his name was Joyce Kilmer. He was a poet, a soldier, a husband, a father, and someone who saw something sacred in the woods. This forest is named in his honor, and it's one of the last old growth hardwood forests left in the eastern United States. You'll see towering tulip poplars, centuries old, untouched by saws or bulldozers. This is a place where nature was never interrupted, and today we're going to be walking the trail that winds through it all. Let's see what the trees have to say, because once Joyce Kilmer spoke for them. Now we're going to listen and hear what the trees have to say. All right, let's go. I love these maps. They're so much fun. So in a way, Joyce Kilmer is like the original Lorax. How cool is that? The Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest is about 15 miles from Robbinsville, North Carolina. The entire hike, both the lower and upper loops together, comes out to about 2 miles total. You'll gain around 400 feet of elevation, but it's spread out gradually, and the trail is rated moderate for most people. We've barely left the parking lot. I just want to film everything. It's all just so wow. I feel like we're getting ready to go around a corner and have a sort of ooh and ah moment. We started by going to the left on the lower loop, and I gotta tell you, the entire hike is just beautiful the whole way through. You'll notice as you hear me talk on this lower loop as I ooh and ah at every pretty little thing, but the upper loop is where you're gonna really see the most giant or large trees. Can you imagine just the sound and the energy it took to rip this tree off of its trunk? I mean, it's incredible. Whoa. We are just lost in the forest now. I mean, we are surrounded by it. Parking lot has officially disappeared. Everything's disappeared except for the trees. Okay, now we're starting to get into some older trees here. This is definitely an older tree. It's kind of crazy. You can tell that's a popular spot. There's a couple desire paths. People like to go stand inside that tree. Very unique. Have you ever seen it? I mean, I could nap up here. This thing is huge. The deeper we go, the magic just seems to keep increasing. The further we explore into the forest. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree is the opening line to Joyce Kilmer's famous poem, Trees. And that is the genesis for how all this got protected. And as expected, you just turn a corner on the path. And there it is. An actual giant tree. Kilmer wrote his famous poem in February of 1913 at his home in Mahwah, New Jersey. Alright, this is definitely the first of like the big majestic trees. We've seen, like I said, a lot of clues that there are going to be some massive ones, but wow. It like takes your breath away how big this tree is. For example, there you go. That's my hand. 6 feet tall, so I'm not short or small. And look at this tree. Whoa. We did a really steep waterfall trail yesterday, so my legs are actually really sore because of our 4 mile or so hike yesterday. I'm feeling it. Let's just put it that way. I'm feeling it. We're good. We're good. We got this. Okay. When you get to here, depending on which way you came, so if you started to the left, you could technically go either way, but we're going to continue left and work out our figure 8. So here we go. And this is essentially the true goal of this YouTube channel and of Tazumi Woods, is to preserve as much green space and natural woods as possible for future generations, and because we are stewards. It's our job and our duty. So, yep, if you've ever wondered what is Tazumi Woods all about, it is all about preserving, highlighting, and sharing spaces like this. This is the upper loop trail. We're going to go left because we're both left-handed, and then it comes back down and then joins up with the lower loop trail. So we were standing here getting some B-roll of this beautiful mossy creek, and we just happened to notice this giant tree. Where'd you come from? I mean, it just sneaks up on you. It's massive. Holy cow. All right, I have laid a 34-liter backpack next to this tree just to give you an idea of the scale of it. I'm walking on just gnarly roots and just, oh my. Oh my. This thing is absolutely massive. Look at it. It is such a massive tree. Whew. What a massive tree. Look at these three. It looks like somebody's gonna have to give up here soon. Maybe it's the one in the middle, maybe it's the one on the end. Oh, this is beautiful. Like, these are just covered in this lush, like, forest green moss. It all looks very healthy and well grown. And yeah, you gotta just have to keep your eyes peeled because they just sort of pop up out of nowhere. Like, you wouldn't, you're like, wow, you've been here for hundreds of years, who knew? As it just sort of goes like, oh wow, big tree. And there's a feeling you get when you're under them. There's like a presence. You can definitely feel it. They are bigger and more majestic than your average big tree. One thing I wanted to point out is this trail seems to be pretty popular. We've definitely passed a few people coming and going. You know, we've mostly been sort of by ourselves on the trail, but definitely it's not completely alone. You will have other hikers out here with you. All right, I'm fully expecting something magic to happen. A fairy, a gnome, elves, heck, even orcs and ogres, but this kind of looks like good magic, not bad magic, so it's interesting. Anywhere else, this tree would be considered really big and really old. And out here, it's on the younger side of these ancient tall trees. It is so beautiful, though, this symphony of growth and decay. And look, once again, another rock growing into a tree. Wow, what do you think did all that? I have a guess. I have a guess as to what might have made this massive mess down here. My guess is a woodpecker. I mean, these roots are as big as some trees. It's so amazing. Yes, this tree is actually in the process of leaving the forest. What a unique tree. I wonder why it decided to grow up like that. I mean, this is one of the highlights of the upper loop for sure. Wow, those are really cool. Huh. This is just such a great trail. It is truly an old growth forest. You can feel the age and the wisdom and the magic of it all, and I love it. This is wild. Oh man, this is wild. Have you ever stood inside of a tree? Oh wow. I am standing inside of a giant tree. This is a first. Oh man, I wonder when this tree fell. And I bet this one did make a sound, because look at this thing. I mean, it's ancient. It's like petrified. All right, let me see if I can get up on it. Ugh. Oh wow. It looks all like it's gonna break, but it's so solid. It's like the strongest thing I've ever touched. Ugh. Okay, I'm up on it. Whee! I mean, seriously, this is insane. This is like the biggest. I mean, it's essentially a sidewalk. I'm just walking down a giant tree sidewalk. It's awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, this is cool too. I haven't even filmed every single big tree. I've missed a few, but I've gotten most of them, I think, but there's a decent amount. But what you see here, sort of a mix of tree ages from very young, a little bit older, now we're getting more mature, and then out of nowhere you'll just see the giants. It's so cool. It's also sad that if you think about it, the United States was essentially clear cut. Nearly every big old tree was cut down. And it's kind of sad. So we saw these people hugging this tree, and we talked to them later, and they actually said they were trying to measure it to see how big around it was. So we thought this was really cute. And yes, they said we could use this in the video. Is this an approved trail? Oh yeah, it's Tsuzumi Woods approved trail. 100% Tsuzumi Woods approved trail. Totally. This tree is so big. Wow. So, it seems like we've officially reached the halfway point of the figure 8 trail because it's starting to flatten out, starting to go downhill more. We went uphill pretty much the whole way. So as we go on the descent of the upper loop, there's been less giant trees, but the most amazing moss and creek views. So again, this trail never is not beautiful or interesting. So from basically the parking lot to here, I've loved every second of this trail. So it's so beautiful. We have completed the upper loop trail. All right, yay. Now back to the lower loop trail. So we're basically at the center of the figure 8. We're at the middle of infinity here. And thank you, Joyce Kilmer. Well, I don't think it really matters which direction you go. Just based on what I've seen so far, I think the left to right is the right way to go. You kind of build up some anticipation, you get to see all the big giant trees, and then you sort of wind down with a few more. And lots of water features and water crossings. There's no wrong way to go. So, I wish that we had smell-o-vision, because there is just this natural, sweet, earthy decay smell. You want to make sure you keep your eyes open the whole hike. Don't just get too focused to walk in or too distracted, because these massive trees are just everywhere and they just pop out. Oh wow, this is such a cute bridge. Oh wow. It is so beautiful. Like, it's almost painfully beautiful. If you've ever watched my videos, you know I never skip a chance to stick a camera inside some dark, scary hole. I still haven't really found anything exciting yet, but one day I will. And again, it's just some debris. No exciting monsters or treasure. Maybe next time.
Because this is, I mean, it's incredible.
It is absolutely stunning. I mean, everywhere you look, There are rock features, there are tree features, there are moss features. I mean, look, this is a little pseudo cave down there. You've got to be kidding me. It just never ends. I mean, this hike has been so good, it's created a new category of hike for Tizumi Woods. It's not just approved, it's a must-see. It's a destination hike. We're gonna work on this term. I feel like I could get something better, but this one will still be the first of these. As we finish our hike through the Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest, let's also finish his heroic yet tragic story, which is in 1917, Kilmer enlisted in the 7th Regiment of the New York National Guard, and he could have had an officer's commission, but instead decided to seek out a sergeant's role in the Fighting 69th, and he actually actively sought out more hazardous duty, and as a result, he tragically died on July 30th of 1918 when he was killed by a sniper at 31 years old. But in a way, Joyce Kilmer lives on forever through his poetry, through his bravery, through his heroism, and through this memorial forest. So if you get a chance, make sure you come to Western North Carolina and walk through the forest of the man who was the first Lorax and spoke for the trees. Thanks for watching. We'll see everybody next time. Bye-bye.